Hey guys, Mike from the Palaver Project here. First off, I want to apologize for not posting this sooner. This was scheduled to release last Monday, and I've been sitting on this one for over a week now. I've been editing it. This isn't my favorite episode, guys. I'm gonna just be like honest here. This wasn't my favorite episode. This is not exactly what I had intended it to be. And But it was a group collaboration. It was a group effort, and I'm going to acquiesce to the request of the group and upload this last episode. This is going to be the last episode of the group collaboration. From this point on, I'm gonna reconfigure the format of the podcast. It was a really great run. We had a lot of fun, a lot of ups and downs, and definitely was a learning experience for myself and for the group, I think. So I'm gonna take all that knowledge and try to present a more trimmed down episode in the near future. It's going to probably be more of a one-on-one, maybe even sometimes a solo podcast instead of the four-man group. I think all those talking heads were getting a little chaotic, so it was making it hard to really kind of capture the thoughts and opinions and the insight of an individual. I think it wasn't. It wasn't conducive to what I was hoping that people would hear from us. So maybe by cutting it down a number of people, it would probably help out in the long run. So that's what I'm going to go with now from after this episode. But this is the last group collaboration. And if you have any feedback about this, now this is a tough one, guys. I mean, there's going to probably be a couple of things that maybe you're not totally on board with, don't agree with, and I understand that. I wasn't 100%. I wasn't a fan of this episode either. But if you enjoy it, please let us know. If you didn't enjoy it, please let me know. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can always send me an email. I run all the social media accounts, so please, if you have something to say, please let me know. Any bit of feedback is helpful, and it's something that I do take into account when trying to think of topics for episodes. And this wasn't my topic, but this is, like I said, group collaboration. So, we have to go sometimes with what the group brings in, and this is what they brought, and this is what we went with. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it, and if you don't, please, either way, let me know. Send me feedback, and I hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys stick around for the next set of episodes coming out for quote unquote season 3, which would be after the summer break, or maybe even sooner, just depending on how I can get how fast I can configure everything, the whole setup. Anyways. Here, without further ado, here it is.
Hello. Yeah, coming to you live from the Palaver Project. Let's see, Thomas.
No, it's gonna be Mortal Kombat. How's that?
Okay, guys, we're recording now.
All right. So, all right. I'll start with the tune, and you guys just follow me. A 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3 and a bum 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 Mr. Sandman bum 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 bum. Send me a dream. Bum, bum, bum. Make it the cutest that I've ever seen. Bum, 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 bum.
You don't know shit.
Give him lots of love, wavy hair like little Roger.
Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
You want to turn off that fan over there, Thomas? Just in case it's got any little...
Yeah, please.
Take off your flannel and your hat. That's where all the heat is.
Yeah, just take off your pants.
Just gotta
Did you guys
represent.
call each other? Fuck. Did you guys call each other last night?
I got the wrong plaid. My bad. Screwed up there.
No, me and Oscar called each other.
Yeah, we did.
Tank tops.
All tank top.
Yeah, baby.
Flab.
Hey, hey.
Hey, come on.
buddy.
It was a joke. Pretty bad joke.
Hey, yo, there ain't no calls for that. Hey, there ain't no calls for that, man.
I'll crack your head open like a pistachio with my flab. I'll get it up in there and split you in two.
like Uncle Tony.
You gotta beat him with a bag of Florida
Oscar,
oranges.
what are you wearing? What is this necklace that you have on?
Keeps him safe from demons.
Yeah.
So safe from yourself?
Pretty much. I'm surprised you
Thomas
noticed.
is just like, take it off. He's like, all right. As soon as he does,
So like those lame-looking demons from Ghosts that come out of the ground and grab them, the shadow people.
we'll see what my friends, the shadow people, have to say about that. What's that?
You know, they did that to Rick and Morty. To that one alien that got off by getting killed.
Yeah, we watched the show, Oscar.
Well, then you would know that they did that.
What? Who did that? What? Huh? Huh?
What?
Huh? No.
I feel like I saw something recently. Oh, John Wick. Anybody else see John Wick 3?
Oh, I did see John Wick last night.
What, the third one?
Yeah.
In the theater?
Boring.
No, I haven't
Is
seen
it
it.
boring?
It was boring, right?
Yeah, it was boring.
Wow.
It wasn't terrible, but it was boring. You know what I mean? Plus,
What?
I had like Middle Easterns behind me.
What's the premise?
Idiots.
Wait, wasn't Mike hot?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
We're
but
just-
it's still.
Yeah, we're not
isn't
recording. The
like-
red light's not on.
It is. Actually, it is.
Well, it's recording, but this will be a
No,
good...
I mean the red light.
We should
above the
probably
door.
not talk
You know what
about
I mean?
John
Like,
Wick.
Filming's
then,
in session.
Then we'll have to talk about it again,
Hey,
and then I will be less
you buy a red light?
enthusiastic.
Well, it's better that I deal with this now.
Oh no, yeah, of course. I'm just saying, like, you know, let's
Recording
not
in
talk-
progress.
Yeah, I need to get one of those. Hello? Am I still good? Can you hear me?
You're coming up from.
Hello? Hello? Do I have to talk like this?
You have to
make a
talk, you know,
difference.
with like balls.
Balls the size of grapefruits.
Balls the size of grapefruits.
Yeah. That's
Fluid buildup in your nutsack.
hernia.
Hello.
I hope this show goes down smooth, just like this pale ale.
Hey, but how long was that shootout scene with Holly Berry and her dogs?
Too long, and dude, okay.
I'm pretty sure they replayed the same part like 5 times. from
Guys, I
different
haven't
angles.
watched the movie. I want to go see it.
Oh, you're not. We're not
Don't
spoiling
ruin
anything.
this shit.
It was just so stupid. Like, he shot her dog,
Damn it, Moses.
and it didn't matter.
Damn.
Had no like.
Like, it didn't kill the
consequences or-
dog, and she was still like, he shot my dog. I'm going to throw away everything I was talking about in the
Wait,
last...
Halle Berry's in the movie?
Remember? Like how she was like, I can't do that. It'll
Yeah.
put my kid in danger.
Okay, so this is what I don't get. We're divulging like parts from John Wick 3, but last week when I was going to talk about Game of Thrones, like the mountain came upon me and
Oh, no, yeah, that's-
started to collapse upon me. I mean, what is the difference
The
with
difference is that me and Moses have seen John Wick and you haven't seen Game of Thrones, and you started talking about it.
Oh yeah, because Moses hasn't seen it. I haven't. Well, I already did.
Also, real huge difference. Come on, like
Yeah,
Game
like
of Thrones is
Game of
like
Thrones is
what,
like this
8
epic-
years of a show,
And 70 hours.
kind of
70
like a
hours
big-
of a show. John Wick is just an action kill 'em movie.
Yeah.
like
you're not gonna
if,
be-
if I give
It's not
anything
a better
away from
plot,
that
not
movie,
driven.
Yeah.
yeah, you're not gonna get something from that movie and be like, watch it later and be like, I can't believe Moses spoiled this part for me. Like, dude, it can't be
Aw.
spoiled.
But how much is a spoiler when like mainstream news is talking about it now? It's so pop that every news channel is like trying to make a Game of Thrones reference and even talking about the episode before.
Well, I guess right? Maybe we just hate you.
That's
Wait, but I don't
thank
watch.
you. Finally, some truth.
Me personally, I don't watch regular TV. It's only Netflix, Hulu, and video games.
What was the last episode of Game of Thrones you saw?
The last one.
So you have kept
Now I did.
Oh, now
But
you
back
did.
then, the
but
other
that
episode,
week
no, I did.
no.
Yeah,
But I was kind of, and like when I was going through memes, every time I run into one, I just skip it.
I know, isn't that hard? I mean, if you're on social media and like there's a meme like being generated like within like every goddamn minute.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be trying to, spoil the
Yeah, they're trying to get you, but
Yeah.
you just skip it. I skip it. I see a character I recognize and I skip it. I just like scroll past. I don't read it or anything.
there's like no way to I mean, well yeah, I guess just saying off that stuff and just like pretending you didn't see that it was like whizzing by for the memes and the gifs and the little tweets. I guess that's why you don't have Twitter, right?
Well, actually, I don't know how to use Twitter. That's actually why I got rid of it. I was like, this is pointless. So I got rid of it. There's, I'm a picture kind of guy.
Oh,
I
then,
like freaking pictures and that's it.
so Instagram is your jam.
Oh, well, more like Pornhub, but,
Oh, that's good
well,
too.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's basically a social networking site now.
Yeah, it is.
What about Jizz Jam? Jizz the Gram.
Or I probably shouldn't say this.
Yeah,
what's
you
that?
shouldn't.
Yeah, you know what? I digress.
Whatever it was. If you
Wait.
said I probably shouldn't say this, then
Yikes.
you shouldn't say it.
That's what I was going to say.
Pretty
And
bad.
a lot more words.
Get out of my mind.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say it.
No,
You go
don't do it.
You go on.
Oscar, don't. You got a bright future here. It's
Don't
a
do it.
career ahead of you.
There are people who listen to this
No,
podcast.
yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, I won't say it. But the people out there,
We already know
me
you're talking about Grindr, Oscar.
my cousin just barely told. He's like Grinder. I was like, what the fuck is that? He's like, it's like Tinder, but not.
Accurate.
I was like, what? And he told me, and I was like, oh, I should have known. I should have known, but I didn't even know there was something like that.
Yeah, right. Anyway, to answer your question, Michael, I think you originally asked a question there. And the way you avoid spoilers is that you avoid social media until you catch up.
You've actually been a proponent of that, right? Of just like kind of toning down on social media interaction. Like you're not a fan of Facebook anymore.
No, I'm not really on Facebook anymore.
He's on MySpace now. It's coming back.
How long before hipsters resurrect like MySpace or like LiveJournal or something?
How's Tom doing? He's still
Oscar
that same
asking
little
the
thing.
important questions. That's all he wanted the whole time, just for someone to ask how he was doing.
He's still got that smirky smile, and he's sitting on that desk
In front of a whiteboard.
Yeah. Poor Tom. He's all lonely in MySpace.
Yeah, this is my idea.
Still got a quirky smile.
You'd think he cashed out before the whole drop.
Probably. I mean, I went back to MySpace like 3 years ago, and it's still alive.
It is? It's still running?
It's like music. It's more like music now.
Yeah. So what, you gotta put in like a little widget and then the music plays, or do you actually download?
No, I think like bands promote themselves there.
The main people on there are like Turkish splinter cells, right? Like terrorist
Well, yeah,
splinter
probably.
cells.
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's true.
That also run like an EDM group.
Yes, join our terrorist cell Mondays through Fridays, but on Saturdays I go underground as DJ Hashish.
Blow up everybody at the club. Who's ready to die?
meet Allah? Drop the ball.
I don't. I survive every show.
72.
I'd go to this.
He's using like
Sounds fun.
voice clips of George W. Bush. He was giving the speech after 9/11.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
We're gonna smoke them out.
Smoke them out.
That's when everyone starts smoking weed.
DJ Hashish.
Bring in the camels.
There you go.
Instant hint.
Michael's like, cut, perfect. All right,
Beautiful.
moving on.
Pretty much. That was good. Hello, welcome to the Palaver Project. I am Michael Rivera, and I'm joined today. You know what? I kind of want to do something different. Let's just start up. We need to switch this up. We need to do a different setup. Let's try something new.
All right.
Okay.
I'm down.
All right. Instead of just introducing just me first and giving, let's just say,
Do it in Japanese. Hanga. Oh, what in the Thomas? Hena Moses.
That's more Chinese. That's
Yeah, that's
okay,
right.
damn
more
it.
Chinese.
Yeah, you're right. Well, what was Japanese? Yeah.
No.
No, no.
It's the same.
They're like more like konnichiwa. You like
Wow,
that?
you just say
They
the
do it
one
like a
word in
deeper.
Japanese, you know, and then
Well,
all
yeah.
of a
And
sudden
then,
it's okay.
well, what are you doing?
I'm saying words that I don't know in Japanese. That's
Oscar's a
Chinese.
bitch.
That's Chinese.
All right.
Let's try
All right.
something different and not Maka language.
Let's actually say some
well,
real language. If you want,
I didn't want to do that.
you want,
I was telling him how his fake Chinese or fake Japanese was shit.
He's just saying
I'll
his
sign
fake
off
is
on that.
better.
Yeah, it's like, your Chinese gibberish needs work.
Oh man, why? Just stop insulting them, please.
Well-
This is a good podcast. We respect other races.
it was. It was. Anyways, you want a little Japanese? Mushi mushi. We are the Palaver Project.
Marhaba.
There we go.
Kifa. Ne? Mabsut.
We are a ridiculous podcast, if you haven't figured it out by now, for the silent majority, aimless, pointless, and random, just like real life.
Yeah.
And just like the silent majority, we are all about Richard Nixon's policies.
Yeah, bring them back.
Because that's who kind of coined the phrase.
And
Ah,
if it wasn't for Nixon, we wouldn't have this great deal with China.
that's how I woke up every morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Checkers. That wasn't really good, but it was fun to do. They're gonna eat me alive, Monty.
Has there ever been a more characterized president than Richard Nixon?
No.
To the point where people aren't even like playing him anymore. They're just playing like this pantomime version of him all the
I
time.
don't think so.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Oscar doesn't think so.
I don't think so.
Wait. You don't think so? Like you disagree with me, or you're agreeing?
No,
with me?
no. Like I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
I know it's weird.
That was a tricky question. That was a tricky answer right there. All right, well, we'll move on.
No,
Move
it's
along.
beautiful.
Tread carefully. No, I mean, I think all of us have done a Nixon impression once in their lives, right?
You
Yeah.
better have.
Yeah.
You haven't lived unless you've done that.
You think like 30 years from now, we're going to do Trump impressions? I mean, we're doing Trump impressions now, but I mean, like, do you think that's going to be so,
That's gonna live on forever.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm voting for him next year, so he'll be there for another 4 years, and then he's gonna live on forever. So
Good luck with that.
He should just not leave, like, at this point. Like, even if he gets voted out, he should just say, like, no. Isn't there, like, not any real, like, process with, like, our whole thing?
Yeah, the
yeah,
whole,
there is.
the whole thing has just been the honor system up
Yeah.
to this point.
And now
just waiting for an
Trump's the
asshole to
first
mess
one
it up.
that's like, nah. It's like, oh, well, I mean, what are we going to do?
Oh, I guess he's got us.
He won because of perfect attendance.
Please, Mr. Trump, you got to leave. You've lost by a landslide.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What was that, Sylvester Stallone?
Stallone.
Oh, what's the matter? I'm the president. Oh, you should talk to Uncle Tony. Who's Uncle Tony?
Oh,
I have
boy.
no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know why that got me, but that got me.
Sometimes it's so ridiculous you can't help but,
Yeah, crack up.
it's so stupid.
You know, Uncle Tony is that guy that you picture like in those mob movies that orders the hit and tells, like, yeah, I want that guy over there to talk bad about my mom. Like, I want you to shoot him with a bag of nickels, then grab his head and put it in a
Shoot somebody
rifle.
with a bag of nickels.
They have to figure out a way. He's the mob boss. He tells you to kill him with a bag of
make it
nickels.
happen. You kill him with a bag of
kill him with a
nickels.
fucking bag of nickels. Want you to
What is
wait
a
in
bag of
rice bowl.
nickels exactly?
How many nickels?
Is it a paper bag?
How many do I need to
Is
kill
it like
this
a
guy?
change purse?
I would think it's a plastic, like a sandwich bag.
Like a Ziploc bag full
Yeah.
of nickels?
Nickels.
Yeah. I mean, imagine dying like that. That's kind of crazy.
So
Knock him over the head with a bag of Jeffersons.
How big does the bag have to be for you to kill somebody with a bag of nickels?
About the size of a fist. My fist.
Or
Standard sandwich size quart bag.
you drop it off of like the Empire State Building.
He's gonna be under the Empire State Building today. I want you to go to the top and drop a nickel off there. Let it fall on its head. Nobody will ever suspect you.
Speaking of which, I don't think
That'd be perfect. The perfect assassination. It's gonna take the bag of nickels like 8 seconds per minute.
look at Mr. Einstein over here. Einstein,
it
come up
would,
with the
it would
numbers.
reach, what I was going to say is it would reach
What's the
terminal
calculator,
velocity. I don't think that would be enough to kill
It
somebody.
would. How long would it take to
I feel
fall
like
from
that's
the
one
top?
of those like wives' tales that they tell you like when you're a kid when you eat all that bullshit up. I don't think that's real.
You don't think
No.
one nickel is not real, but a bag of nickels?
Oh, one nickel is not real.
No, I mean, no, one nickel.
Nickels don't exist, people. It's a lie. That
You
that
guys been
George
living a lie.
Soros has been perpetuating
no,
for
a bag
years.
of nickels. If you drop that off, but that'll kill somebody probably. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
would.
pretty heavy. Yeah.
course.
But one nickel.
No,
about
one
it?
nickel, no.
About a can of soda.
Can of soda.
A full can of soda.
Full can of soda.
Oh,
if
yeah,
it's
that-
empty, the wind's just gonna carry you.
Who would throw an empty can of a building to kill somebody? What the fuck are we talking about here?
Talking death, baby.
Michael, rein it in.
Let's talk about death, baby. Let's talk about killing me.
So this is a death episode if you guys haven't noticed.
That is the worst way to die.
That is one worse way to die.
Is
Okay.
I
it?
bet you guys
The
have
worst
like
way to
other
die?
worse ways to die.
It's a good way to die.
This is one way I thought to myself I would never want to be caught dead in the middle of a. Well, you
I never want to be caught dead dying this way. No, that works. It actually works if you think about it.
That's why it's fun. I had to like run through like the list in my head and I was like, no, it all checks out. Like it all scans.
You got it. Hey, excellent.
You get caught in a hurricane. The hurricane tosses you around, rips your clothes right off, and then slams your butthole straight into a tree branch, and you're just hanging there.
Like
That
you're,
would
like you're
suck.
impaled by the tree.
Yeah,
branch.
you like freaking
Like
just
clean-
tosses you.
Like clean entry.
Yeah,
Or-
clean entry. You're dangling right there,
Oof.
like on all fours, but dangling. People find you and your wiener's just hanging from like, and the dog's trying to bite it from like under, because it's like the branch is low enough, and the dog's like, "Arr, arr,"
Yours ain't gonna hang us.
You don't know.
All that cold wind. I mean, I think you're.
That's
Shrinkage.
my nightmare death right there.
Yeah, but what if the
So
branch?
embarrassing.
The branch could have gone through his ass and kind of tilted a bit. And his dick is hanging at the end of the branch that's gone through his body.
It's
And
stretched
the dog
out.
is trying to
Yeah,
fight
they-
that. I just imagine an annoying little
Too-
chihuahua.
It's too graphic.
Whoa. So it's like a reverse catheter.
Yeah.
How often do you
Ooh,
think about this death?
Oh my god.
I thought about it every time I think about hurricanes, which is just about almost zero.
Wait, hurricane or tornado?
Hurricane.
Why can't it be a tornado? Why not?
Because the
You know,
tornado,
the
I don't know.
spinning, the dizziness.
I always pictured a
Forget about
tornado being like so harsh that it would just, my body would just be torn to pieces by the time it managed
Well, I mean
to
that
land
doesn't
somewhere.
happen though.
Well, I don't know.
That doesn't check out.
I live in California.
The tornado can do just exactly what the hurricane could do.
No, it
At
can't.
least what you're worried
Well,
about.
at least imagine
it can do
in
that.
my
I
imagination.
feel
it
like
can't.
hurricanes are like bigger, but like not as strong as tornadoes.
The wind is strong enough to like toss my clothes off of me, because I wear very loose clothing when I'm not worried. It's gonna catch me like off guard. I'm gonna be wearing those onesie pajamas, the ones with
Wait,
the little
like, so
button.
like a flash hurricane?
Yeah,
I don't think that's real.
it could be, huh? Just like a tsunami coming out of nowhere, dude. This is my imagination. All right, this is where anything's possible. There, all right.
Wait, what's the topic we're supposed to be talking about?
We're talking about death.
I think we're doing ridiculous death.
Yes.
I thought we were doing like serious. Like,
No. This one
what
is more
the-
comedy. We did a serious death one not that long. Well, actually, it was long ago.
Look
Yeah,
back in the archives, folks. We did talk about death.
we did
Yeah.
like a more
who
serious
who
one.
was here for that one?
Me,
Me.
Me.
Yes.
Us.
Fuck you.
the original Palaver.
Oof, rough.
Back when we used to have guests,
Pass.
Oh yeah.
till the fourth mic was taken by you just cause.
Oh no, he's still a guest.
I need an
He's just
excuse
here
to
all the
drink
time.
on a Tuesday night.
Hey, you guys kept telling me to come here. What are you talking about?
I don't remember
I
sending
feel like
you anything.
Michael might have done that.
Yeah, I think Michael
Hey,
worked
I'm
on his
guilty
own.
as charged. No, but the topic
I don't
is
need an excuse to drink on Tuesday. I drink every night.
Well,
Well,
now
I'm
you
glad
got
admit-
one.
I'm glad you admit you have a problem.
That's why we're
No, no
really
one
here
said that.
today.
You've taken the first
Michael.
step.
That's why we're really here today. It's the intervention.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Death was just a segue to your problem.
And we're also using your habit to record ourselves and become famous.
And to narc on your stash. Can I have a bottle?
Yeah, go ahead. Go grab one.
Awesome. Fantastic. No, but really the topic, yes, is ridiculous deaths. Oscar, you wanted to bring this up to the folks here, to the people, to the listeners, to the palaverers.
So
I
I'm
just
sure
did.
you've done some research on some of these things other than just hoping we would ad-lib and
Wait.
talk about things we're scared of.
Right?
Okay.
Wink,
What?
wink.
Research? What do you need to research with death?
Nudge, nudge.
People get hurt and they die.
It would be nice to know about a few that you've, maybe detailed down.
Oh, I could imagine a couple of death scenes, and I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
wanna
it's
imagine.
real
I want
somewhere.
to know that it happened.
I'm pretty sure like there's many stories that I could say that did happen.
Like what?
Okay.
Let's go.
Earthquake hit,
Strap in.
building fell down, killed a bunch of people inside.
Good job.
True.
Great.
It could be true somewhere.
No,
Who knows who
is-
did it?
That is 100% happened before.
All right.
Yes. Of
Good
course.
job. Good. Okay, so guy is jerking off to the Bible, gets hit by lightning,
Probably.
and dies.
Probably has happened.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. When you guys were growing up, did you guys ever watch like the shows on TV, like in Spanish show, like on Spanish TV, they would show like these shows like Al Extremo, Extreme.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
There would be
shit.
like these
Oh, yeah.
these
I remember
shows
that.
these shows on TV that would be like too extreme for regular TV, like with all the extreme stuff, like accidents and stuff like that. They would show on these like 30-minute block shows. I know English speaking channels had a version of this. I just don't remember it. But Spanish TV was so lenient
Oh yeah.
to like the graphic nature of this stuff, that they would be more prominent, like these like crazy ass like accidents or incidents, more like it. Did you guys ever, like, when you're channel surfing, did you ever catch eye of all the like this kind of graphic type of shows? Did you ever see this stuff? Or you guys probably seen like the internet when like with that what was it, like there was like a deaf website.
Oh yeah.
Where they show all the
What
horrific.
was that called? Ogreish? Ogreish.com? That was one that I knew.
I never went on any of that stuff.
No?
No. Why would I?
Yeah, exactly. I only went in.
Have you guys even seen, like, have you ever actually been there when you're cutting up an animal or like ripping guts out of one or cutting its
Fuck
head off?
no.
Yeah, see, why would I watch any of that? I've
Yeah,
seen
exactly.
like the live stuff.
Oh, you have seen it.
Yeah.
Just not on that side.
Well, goats, animals.
No. It's like-
So when you watch something like that, just dying
just
in front
doesn't
of
do
you and
anything to
screaming, you don't want to watch humans doing it.
Yeah, I've never understood the seeking out, like watching people.
I don't even like to
dying.
think about my own heart beating.
Ah.
It freaks me out. I'm like, ugh, gross.
Wait, you have that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
One time when I was gonna work at the rec center in Coronado, we had to take the CPR class, and they showed this video that was kind of simulating like somebody having like a stroke or like a heart attack or something like that.
Yeah.
And the way they did it, it was just like a reenactment or like, you know, actors doing some stupid thing. And it was like the camera started like kind of like moving or like rotating kind of and like pushing in and out. And then you hear like the guy's breathing and like his heart beating and stuff. And shit, you know, I got pretty lightheaded. Like I actually got kind of like woozy like from that. And I honestly thought that I might like faint like in class.
Holy shit.
And right before I reached that point, some other kid fainted.
No way.
You're like
And that
looking
woke
at
you
him.
up?
You're like looking
Yeah,
at him.
well,
You're
'cause he
like,
fainted. I was like,
loser.
hey, look at that fucking loser over there.
That loser.
Who faints during a video, fucking idiot.
Yeah, I look. I never was a big fan of those shows on TV,
Oh yeah, the death thing.
the deaf stuff. No, and like me with having like super anxiety, like I don't need that extra shit in my mind, because I can already make up tons of shit in my head to make me feel uneasy or feeling like I'm gonna have a heart attack or a stroke, or where it's just my anxiety. So that kind of stuff. And then also like what Moses said, the gore factor. It's not a draw. It's
Yo,
not.
no, it's not. It's not. I only saw it once because people told me about that site.
I've always known people that have like sought out like stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Like
I've
they'll
heard
watch
those
videos.
kinds.
Like,
Yeah.
there's like videos on like Facebook that are like that.
That
where
was
they
like-
show people getting like executed or just
Yeah.
people dying. You know, subreddits will show you anything.
Yeah. they-
Although I think the main one got banned or something like that. But I've never really understood the like someone's dying in this video. Like, oh, let's watch.
like actual shit like that. Yeah.
It doesn't like affect me in the way where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pass out or anything. Like I'll watch it and just be like, tisk tisk, you know, like this is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I hate this. But it's things that are still alive. Like, you ever seen like open heart surgery or anything like that?
Yeah.
Like actual videos of that. That's what bothers me is when it's like it's open and it's when the heart's not beating. Like right? It's like chopped meat, taco meat.
You remember when like those surgery shows were like a thing all the time?
God,
like, on
dude,
TLC
people watching
and,
all
like,
that
Discovery
stuff.
Channel. Yeah.
Wait, aren't those things still a thing? Except
Probably.
They have their own channel now.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
You know the
Like it's not just one program that randomly comes up. It's like a channel for that shit.
I could kind of watch that because I know that if it's being produced, it's gonna end up with a positive note. Like this guy's gonna recover, and this,
Well,
you know,
no, see, that's the thing, though. It's like, I know where you're going with that, right? That's not my problem with it. I'm not worried like that guy's going to die during open heart surgery. I just don't like watching his heart beat.
So
Like,
why don't you
that's the problem I have. It's just open and it's like,
living organs
It's good.
functioning and
just
doing.
kill the guy?
Yeah.
Well, it's because you're not supposed to see that stuff, you know?
yeah, you're not
like
supposed to
a
see it
horror for a
running. You
reason,
see it when
yeah.
it's dead, right? Like, that's when you're supposed to see something opened up.
Really?
No, think about it. Like
mean,
when you're gonna gut an animal for like all that stuff, or you cut its head off first, then it's already dead. Nothing's moving around in there anymore. You know, like you're pulling guts out, you're pulling the heart out, all that stuff like that. It's not moving anymore. But when that guy's still alive and his chest is open and his heart's still going, like that's gross.
You know, you just like describing it right now made me feel a little.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. I got sweaty talking about that. I got a good imagination.
Yeah, you guys ever think like, you know, like if you're in the middle of like an operation and they fuck up your like they don't fuck up like, you know, like they make a mistake. Well, they do make a mistake, but it's like they confuse your chart with somebody else's chart and they do something completely different, like give you a sex change or some shit. But like kind of like something that wasn't supposed to happen, like they amputate your leg and you went in there for like heart surgery and you come out with like an amputated leg and
I
it's
mean,
like,
it's rare, but
what the
sure
fuck?
it happens.
Is my heart okay?
I guess the consolation is sue them.
Oh, yeah, I guess
You get
so.
millions. You get a cool little robot leg from
And a
our
robot heart.
last episode. You get a robot leg, a smart leg.
Well, if it can make coffee, that'd be pretty good. Yeah.
What a way to die too on the operating table, right? Like, I mean, I guess at least you're put under. You wouldn't even know. Every time, right? If it's like serious surgery, you're like, well, we're putting you to sleep. It's like, this could be it, fellas. You pretty much have to say bye to everybody, right?
Yeah.
But as you're you just at that point, do you give away like your deathbed stuff just in case?
I would.
Or do you write it down on something and you're
It would be
like,
kind of odd having to give
Keep
like
people guessing, just like not leaving a suicide
Better.
note, you know?
it's like that
Which
one
is
guy,
fucked up, by the way.
that one guy we talked about, right? He's dying on, he's on his deathbed. Lean closer, Oscar. I have something that I should tell you, but I'm not going to.
Did you say that was from a show?
They were. It was an actual deathbed thing that I saw, like a real one.
What, really?
what?
Yeah, it was a real one. It was pretty much like something like, "I've got a secret, but I'm not telling you."
That sucks, man.
Just leave them guessing the rest of their life,
Yeah.
or until the dementia sets in and they don't remember anymore.
I already told my brother if I die, to erase my search history and to burn my phones.
Phones,
I do.
plural.
I do
Okay,
not want my
here.
mom finding this
Wow.
shit.
Let me
Oscar,
help. Here, let me help you out
Nobody
now.
cares about you. No one's gonna care about your
Mama,
searches for
Mama
your
does.
phones.
All right, Mama does.
Let me help you out
I
now.
got shit on there that's gonna kill her too.
Enter.
She's gonna be in line behind you.
Tapping you on the shoulder. I know it. You did, mijo.
Look what you did
But
to
here,
me.
check it out. You need to learn private browsers and stop downloading things.
I can't. My hands have. a
Why do
mind
you
of their
need
own.
them? You don't need them in your gallery.
Don't need
It's out there to stream. Oh, you monster. Sick monster.
I need them.
I need an archive.
I need them.
We got a collector.
I even named them.
He's a collector, kids.
I even named them the L series. That way, oh yeah, those are bigger titties than normal.
Did you ever
So
hear
is-
that,
Mom.
that Louis C.K. bit? Well, rest in peace, Louis C.K. But
Wait, he's
when
still
he
alive.
talks about
Oh, his career. Ain't.
well,
Oh,
one, of
it's
his,
scary,
one
yeah.
of his jokes was like, do we really need to make any more porn? I mean, if a kid was born now and he started from the A section and told him to watch porn, he wouldn't finish it like in his lifetime.
Oh, that's right.
Like, there's not really like
You're
a
right.
continuation to like a series that we need to keep making.
That's
Porn.
true. He's right. We've gone past the stage where you don't got shitty filming anymore. You have pretty good filming, so everything just looks good. Well, how much better can it get? You know, like the 3D shit. Except for, get this, 3D sex, and then she dies at the end. Because it was so great, you know, like death by orgasm. There you go, and that'll be the name of the porn too. Death by orgasm.
There was
Delete your browser history immediately.
in that 1,000 Ways to Die, there was a Japanese couple who died like that. They both had simultaneous cardiac arrest.
Are you
An
kidding?
orgasm?
Were they
Yeah.
old?
No, they were in like their mid-30s or something like that, but neither of them had ever had sex. They were married too, and they'd never had sex. They were both like super shy people. And then finally, they got worked up. They did it, and they both died.
That is so romantically beautiful.
Hauntingly beautiful.
Oh my god, that's
That's
If you want to stay on the orgasmic trail too, there was a chick who got off on being on the back of Harleys, like, you know, hogs good, right, would vibrate, and she'd get like super hot, orgasm, all that stuff, and she'd go nuts on it, right, like behind her boyfriend, all that, and she'd go off, and then, you know, she got way too into it, fell off the back, hit the tire, right?
Oh shit!
Hit herself and her spine compressed and destroyed her brain.
Oh my
Wow.
god! Wow.
Greatest orgasm ever.
Yeah, I could
Well-
keep going on the ones where if Oscar wants sex ones, they're all disgusting.
Wait, no, wait.
The
what-
You want to hear the worst
That
one?
wasn't really death by orgasm. That was death by being
Just-
She just
by
went
death
nuts on it
destroyed.
though. She was just constantly like rubbing herself on it.
Yeah,
She wasn't paying attention anymore. She didn't care.
Oh yeah, she was in that
It
zone
was,
that
it
you
was
get.
the wheel and the impact that killed her. That was,
Well,
I'm
it was
sure
the wheel and the
pretty
impact,
painful.
but it was an idiot who was getting off, right? Like you're getting off and you're not paying attention anymore. And
They
then,
had different strokes. David Carradine died by asphyxiation.
yeah.
Fucking closet.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that too.
The worst one, though, that I've ever heard. All right. This is the worst one by far. We're in the sticks, right? Midwest America. Like hillbilly land.
Oh, so it's his sister.
The guy takes a cow heart and hooks up batteries to the cow heart to get it to like
What
move
the
and stuff like that,
fuck?
or more than a battery. Maybe I can't remember exactly how powerful this was, but it must have been powerful because he would bang the cow heart.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, that's some sadistic shit.
Yeah, and then whatever he wanted more juice in it and all that stuff. Eventually, too high of a voltage, fucking something slipped and fried him with his dick in a cow heart.
I feel sorry for his mom. They found his body like that.
If
What
only,
happened?
if only he had known about real doll,
I don't.
or is
I
it
don't know.
live doll?
I don't know how I missed the part where he inserted his dick into the cow heart in your story, but
Into a ventricle.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
that kind of makes
All
sense.
right, we don't need these details.
This is what he wanted.
It is the worst
Is it?
one.
I guess this is what he
Well,
wanted.
they're hilarious. They're just fucking phenomenal.
See, and there are people who were watching these on marathon, like with popcorn, right? Like just sitting
Yeah.
there.
Okay,
Great.
all this is
Oh,
great.
look at this fucking idiot. He's high on peyote.
I mean,
And
how
he,
many-
he just hugged a cactus.
So just funny death stories. Is that word? Because death
Yes.
is super funny.
Yeah, of course. See? He's
Yeah, see,
getting
I'm
it.
giving examples in which it's not.
Yet he's
Yeah.
laughing.
Laughing at the fact that it's not funny. Like, I guess it's kind of funny that, like, when somebody's smoking a vape and it blows up in their face. Is that funny? Not funny.
Of course it is. Oh, because
Or
you
when the
smoke
galaxy
vapes.
when the
I mean,
galaxy
I kinda-
notes
I
were
kinda
charging
think
and
it's-
burned people
I
alive.
kind
Or
of think it's
something, right?
funny.
It's hilarious.
Vaping's pretty annoying.
Heard this guy. What do you do when you catch on fire, right? You stop, drop, and roll. Mm-hmm. But the dude, freaking, his arm caught on fire, and he stopped, dropped, and rolls. But there's like it was in his garage, and there's oil in the floor because he was fixing his car. He rolls on the floor, and his whole body just gets engulfed in flames. There's nobody home. He runs out. He dies because there's nothing he can do at this point. There's no way you can put out the fire. I thought that was the most hilarious friggin' death ever.
Oh yeah, it's a
That's when they-
person burning alive.
Stop,
So
drop,
funny.
and roll.
They teach you to stop, drop, and roll, but it doesn't work every time.
See, that does kind of suck because the first thing that clicked in his mind was stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't. It
about
wasn't.
the oil.
I do oil changes in my garage.
You're not thinking about those things. You just think the first logical thing that they teach you.
And
Stop,
when it's
drop,
time
and
to
roll.
go, it's time to go.
So funny,
All right.
funny way to die, right? I don't know, like what? Herd of squirrels?
Could you imagine?
I don't
What
think
would
that.
you need?
It's
What
not
would you
funny
need?
if you're the one dying, though. Like, who's it funny to?
Us.
Oscar, he means.
Like a.
You haven't watched the movie. Like, you're not gonna. Did you watch Deadpool?
Oh, we watch. Are we talking movie deaths? Because yeah,
No,
those are hilarious.
I'm just saying, like, people die in movies
Yeah.
that are hilarious, and people
Yeah.
have died in real life the same way, and somehow because it's real, it's not funny anymore.
Correct.
Yes,
Exactly. Yeah, that's ding, ding, ding.
Wait. That's where you guys draw the line
That's
on
fantasy.
Like
reality.
if so, is this funny? Because this is funny. Imagine,
See, you
Oh,
can't.
this is
Mike,
gonna be good.
You
Mike's,
can't stop this
Mike's at
guy.
home. He just got done jerking it, right? And for some reason, instead of pulling his pants
Oh
up,
my God.
he decides to do a little scoot to the bathroom to go get like a towel or something, right?
I just did
But
that
he
this
trips
morning.
on his own pants, and the head goes straight into the toilet, and it gives him enough of a concussion to kind of knock him out to where he's underwater. But for some reason, the toilet is like completely messed up. It broke when on impact. And it's just flushing and flushing down on him. And then, you know, he drowns in a toilet with his pants down after jerking it.
Just have a question. Just one question. Okay. I'm a corpse. So I'm going to stiffen up, right? At least die with a stiffy?
No, dude, you already finished.
No,
The
but
napkin's stuck to your
when
wiener.
you're dead, you get a stiffy.
Okay, then yes.
Okay, at least I'm still going with
Wait,
some,
you want
with some. I don't want to go with the fractory period. Come on now. At least can be at least a little prominence with my death.
Yeah,
If I gotta die, at least.
the only people seeing that at that point are your family in the corner. Who are you trying to impress on the way out? Unless it's in your will, like make sure that boner stays. That death erection needs to be there when I'm buried, and I want an open casket no matter what happened.
What the hell happened to this episode?
It just died a death.
This is what he wanted.
This is
what you wanted, right?
and this is the most.
It's meta funny death of the death of the Palaver Project.
This is the most
See what's
ridiculous
going on
death of
here.
them all, right here.
Which one? I thought you were gonna.
This episode,
I got one.
episode is dying. It's flushing in the toilet.
I got
like
one
me.
where I thought where I was gonna die, and it was like even I was laughing about it because like it's just
No, that doesn't count though. That's one of those sighs of relief type of laughs.
no. Actually, it's pretty funny.
I
Like,
think it's
I look at it, I was
fine
like,
to talk about in this episode. Let's go ahead. Get a little lighter side.
I was
A little silver lining.
I was on a date, and
Bullshit.
I
call
it's like
bullshit.
already called. I was on a date, and in the middle of this day, we were eating and all that stuff, and I guess I didn't chew the broccoli all the way, so it got stuck in my throat. And she's talking to me like this whole conversation, but in my head, I can't breathe anymore. Like my whole passage is blocked, and I'm just like sitting there, and I'm feeling like I'm trying to act normal. Because I'm trying to see if like anything's like happening, but that thing is just stuck in there. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, is this really how I'm gonna fucking die? I don't want to get up because you know this is how embarrassing. But how embarrassing is it gonna be more when I pass out and then they find out that I was choking the whole time? So I'm running out of
Oh, sorry, go on.
I'm running out of air. And then finally, like this bastard just decides to just like, you know, one of like when you pop open something, it's just like, you know, just shoots down my throat. Like all of a sudden, I guess like some pressure shit happened. And so like, you have to sit there and pretend that you're not trying to take a big, you know, chunk of air like through to fill your lungs. You're just like,
I like how when he was dying, he didn't do anything about it. He was just worried about it being embarrassed,
About how
being
it's gonna
embarrassed
work.
in his date.
it was more embarrassing to do something than to not do something.
Wow, embarrassment would have that. So the next time he's embarrassed with something that could potentially kill him, he's probably gonna
no,
die.
I'm probably
he's-
gonna die.
he's
I will.
gonna-
I will choose death.
I feel like that's actually a pretty common response, like for people, like they're too embarrassed to like ask for help or like visibly display that they're like choking and could
Fuck
die,
that,
and
dude.
then they
I,
like leave.
I almost choked twice at the same place on the same type of food.
It's almost like you shouldn't eat that.
Yeah,
food.
it was filet mignon, right, at that Brazilian all-you-can-eat place.
Overrated.
Almost died twice on that, right? And both times I reached into my own throat to pull the
And had
stuff
to
out.
pull it.
and you succeeded.
And I didn't
on
care
it.
who was watching. I was gonna die from a fucking filet mignon.
Oh, it was the meat. It wasn't even the side.
It was the meat. I just-
That's why you got to stick to ribeye. It stays tender, you know.
or I
You
gotta
don't
stick
have
to chewing my food before I swallow it.
Oh my
Good
god.
lesson to learn.
Freaking monster.
Just inhale.
Chew it.
You know, we haven't had a big earthquake in a long time.
No, we haven't.
I had a minor one, like a 2.6 last week.
Last
Fucking
week.
pussies.
Yeah.
And it had an
No, I'm talking like destruction,
one.
like 7 and above.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen. Mexico's taking all the fun.
Peru last week, or no, actually this past weekend got hit with an 8
Lucky.
earthquake. Yeah,
Those people know how to party.
So those people in the rubble trying to look for their loved ones. Share that sentiment.
Yeah, you're right. That is pretty funny. It's like Bender, right? Bender's take on death.
One of the things that I felt really bad about was, you remember when there was those earthquakes in Mexico like 2 years ago? I'm like already laughing.
There was one like the year before too. The same fucking shit. And I think like 3 years
Go-
before that.
go
Okay,
on.
I'm not gonna
Keep
go
saying,
on.
you said Mexico. Everyone's
Just go on. Michael says the people love it when you talk shit about Mexico.
Yeah, I've never done it before. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Well, I mean,
No, but it was like videos of like buildings collapsing and stuff, and I remember.
wow.
death is hilarious.
No,
I'm
it's
telling you.
not. I think when there's a distance, you don't actually see people dying. Sometimes you can like laugh about it. 'Cause you're like, oh, nothing happened. I didn't see it, so obviously nobody died. Yeah,
Man.
I think it's I think the laughter is kind of a defense mechanism.
that makes
Like
sense.
you're about to
And then
depress
I feel,
yourself.
Like, terrible about it, so
Yeah.
then I like laugh more. Like I'm realizing what a bad person I
No,
am.
no,
so,
no.
like,
I don't think that. I think it's just a mechanism to protect yourself from feeling too bad.
So I guess Oscar gets the okay here too. Gets
I
bailed
feel
out.
so bad. I laugh out
Yeah,
loud.
it's just the defense mechanism. You are
Interesting.
super afraid of death, but it's easier to laugh at it and not make yourself feel bad.
There you go. Yeah, see, you guys see it my way. I told you.
So we finally reached the point, a conclusion, a thought there.
It's freaking
I'm
beautiful.
as big a piece of shit as Oscar.
But you didn't finish what you were
Behold,
saying.
man.
What were you
Yeah,
talking
finish
about?
it.
there-
Yeah. Tell us about the
I don't know if I
dangling
can do
body.
the story without laughing. I
That's
feel
fine.
so bad about the fact that
According to
I'm laughing
Oscar,
about
death is funny.
it.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. All right, move on. This is so stupid.
Guys, come on.
Jesus.
Death is
Okay,
hilarious.
so-
It was like a building collapsing. It was a video.
Okay.
And all of a sudden the building was standing, and then it suddenly was not. And all I could think about was how shitty buildings are built down in Mexico. And of course, like, it would collapse like that. Because it, like, didn't put up any resistance at all. Like, people were watching it, like, sway a little bit. And it, like, looked like it imploded. Like, it was like, what are they building down there?
Surrendered faster than a Frenchman in World War II.
Faster. Yeah.
It's a conspiracy. Yeah, it's
You know
probably-
what? I think about stuff like that actually, like disasters, like areas that have heavy disasters. Like, recently what is it, Northeast, the tornadoes and everything like that, tornadoes and flooding and all. And, regardless, things are going to be in the path of these tornadoes. But what structure code, like, how can we build these not to just be shredded from a tornado?
With a lot of money that no one wants to pay.
So they're just like, oh man, it destroyed it, build it again in the exact same spot, exactly the same way.
Oscar, you know about the materials out there in Mexico, like TJ. I mean, like, what is it? Why is it so different? Like the structure of buildings, like down south to here.
Well, most of it's material, obviously, the material pricing. That's the number one key factor is what can poor people afford more. They can't afford like all wooden houses.
Where it would wave and stuff
that's
instead of
just
coming down
crazy.
completely.
Like,
Yeah.
people need to use like cement. That's the normal cement bricks. That's how they build houses down there. That's
It's just rebar and concrete.
Yeah, rebar and concrete.
Cinder block.
It's so cheap to build it that way.
Yeah.
But modern day buildings, because I see a couple of them being built down there, and they're built exactly how they're built over here. Well, maybe not exactly, but they follow the same they use the same material that we do down here. So obviously, when there's money, they get the good equipment.
So when some gringos want to buy some houses by the border or down in Rosarito, they get the good shit.
Yeah, and what Thomas saw is Mexico City is like one of the oldest cities like in Mexico. What he saw was probably one super old building that didn't give a shit about like remodeling or
It didn't
helping
look
it
that
out.
old. It didn't look that old.
Probably painted over.
It was a bright blue or
I'm gonna
green.
try to find this video for you guys. I want to see if you have the same.
And find
Visceral
audio on it too.
reaction
I want to hear
as I
people's
do.
reaction.
That was a pretty,
I've
pretty
seen
strong
it.
earthquake.
Yeah,
though.
I think I saw
There?
what
Yeah.
you saw because that was a really bad earthquake. I remember that one.
But Japan ain't no stranger to that kind of shit. They get hit all the time. Tsunamis, tornadoes.
Okay, I have a
You guys
question.
ever see
They
those
love that
videos
shit.
of like people trying to outrun like the tsunami?
That's freaking hilarious. They look like.
I mean, it's not hilarious,
No, yeah,
but
it
it's
is.
crazy because like there's people in cars that are like trying to get away, but they're like, "What are you laughing about?"
Did they watch that stupid movie?
Jesus.
What was that one? 2012. Where they were literally running away from the cold.
Successfully.
They were going over hurdles and
That was
so impossible
What
with the
was that,
limousine,
though?
no less.
What if it was a clown running away from a tsunami?
Oh no, that's not funny.
and so
Because clowns aren't funny alive, but are they funny when they're dead?
wait. Is he wearing the big floppy shoes?
Of course he is, dude. He's got to run like flip sideways like a penguin, right? Like, oh god.
Then yes.
If it's Heath Ledger, it's not.
But then
funny.
those shoes the size of pontoons save him. He's like flying.
Oh yeah, see his chicks with breast implants just floating around.
chest up.
I'll save you, ma'am.
They got him too big so she can't get her head up.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
Best way
What
to
was this
die.
episode about exactly?
I don't know.
Just
I
death.
think it's just a fun conversation.
Yeah, we've all seemed to be loving death.
And I'm sending.
Just how I expect.
I'm
Like if,
sending
it,
this audio file to Oscar to edit.
like if
Wait, what are you gonna edit? Everything was great.
On second thought, maybe I should take care of it.
Talking about dead Mexicans. Thomas had a huge laugh about that.
Oh,
He loves dead
it's
Mexicans.
on record. It's on record
Can't
now.
stop
God.
this guy.
Good luck running for mayor now.
This guy-
it was more about how Mexico doesn't care about
Its
the
people.
well-being of like their people by not having building codes and standards.
And that's a joke to you.
Well, you know what? To be fair, it's not just Mexico. It's like every stupid country.
Every third world. Pretty much.
No, what do you, dude?
Like
over here
Chile,
it happens
Brazil?
all the time, though. Dude, flood areas. I was just talking about that.
that kind of shit, yeah.
Like it's at the point where, like, you know, things like FEMA are like, well, okay, so if we just move the whole town, what's the cost analysis between having to rebuild it every fucking year compared to moving it? You know, they want to know things like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're listening to some people where they're given the option to move the whole town, right? They're like, we're going to move the whole town. And then there are other people who are like, just can't leave. I ain't leaving. You know, it's in my blood.
So yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Like I can't imagine ever being that attached to a piece of fucking land to put everyone in my family in danger.
Tell me about it.
Like, oh, so we are.
We're American.
Yeah, Caleb drowned last year, but that's who we are.
Drown kind of
It's in
funny
our
too.
blood.
If we were to leave, we would be doing him a disservice,
No, there you go.
right?
died
Pretty sure
for a
he doesn't
reason.
care anymore.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
If I'm
If
gonna
given
die,
the option and you know that whole
Is that
place is
real
going
or
to
is that
flood,
just a hypothetical?
no, that's not hypothetical. Are you crazy? It's not hypothetical. That's like every time I watch something on flooding and hurricanes and tornadoes. And they never, like, I can understand if the reason is finances, right? The reason is finances is why I'm not leaving. But a lot of these people, it's like they're getting money again from the federal government to rebuild in the same spot. And they just refuse to leave for whatever the reason is. And it's never a good one.
Wasn't that one of the issues with like Katrina?
It's the issue with like all these areas, buddy. Like it's just like, this is my family's been here for 50 years, 100 years, 150 years. We ain't going. Well, maybe we should stop giving you money to rebuild then, because you obviously don't subscribe to logic anymore. Like I'll tell you, the second that a wildfire comes through here and burns all this down, I'm done. Like if that ever happens and this is all like burned to hell, I'm not gonna give a shit about rebuilding.
Well, it's San Diego. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, and once
Well,
it's
that's
burned
true.
up, it's like fuck this. I'm gonna look up statistics, find the place that's like the least likely to have any
Fires.
type of environmental issue,
anything?
and head to it.
turns out it's bees.
Because then I'm gonna stick around and be like, "Well, this is my land. I don't care if a fire runs through here every year and burns me." Fuck that. That's not funny.
You got pecked to death because you didn't know you picked like a killer bird area.
Killer birds. To crows.
Could it be the Stragovaldich? Oh, he is legend. Ah, the Stragobavich. Oscar, you know the story of the Stragobavich?
I've heard stories. Parents told me long time back when they fed me vodka through the dead. Made me strong baby. Sent me out with the rifle, hunt this thing down. Very bad, very big.
The one who told me the story was your mother. She had strong features, like a turnip. She was beautiful like a turnip. And her breath was always good, like turnip.
That's why I strong baby.
You are a
You do
meat.
not hear what I'm trying to tell you. I love your mother.
The story of the Bravo Gabogich.
The Gago Yabia.
The Gago Babu. The Gago Babu. The Gago Babu is a 10-foot-5 man-baby monster who rose through the Russian forest, punishing the children who would not finish their potato soup.
Vodka potato soup.
Yes, you must leave out 1/5 of vodka for the Babu Gabu. I think it was called.
Bubble gobble bish.
Babu Gabu Gitch, that is right.
No bubble gobble bish.
Yes, 10-foot man baby monster. With 3 eyes that glow darker than the moon.
Skin as white as my semen.
What does that mean?
His toenails are the color of charcoal. The bottom of his feet is adorned with festoons.
Beard as long as tree branch.
And in his beard lives a family of 5 mice, who each have their own names and backstories, which are 10 pages long.
Each one survive enough blood coming from vodka.
Some say he is the one who caused Chernobyl. Others say he didn't.
Some say if you listen in night, you can hear large boom like fart.
That is him. The Gub Gub.
The gobble gobble wish.
The Babu Bagugu.
Listen for the fart, children. You will hear.
Now, you know the moral of the story.
Drink your vodka, comrade. Comrade. Comrade Yusuf. Comrade Selenia. Comrade Bladir.
Yes?
We must go. Go hunt. Babies need milk. And I know just right it.
But you wouldn't hunt that because milk replenishes.
Oh, no. It is a bedtime story. You tell it to children to keep them good. Do not listen to him. He's crazy, man.
Keeps the sucking on
You
monsters.
think I am a crazy man?
Wait, did you hear something?
What was that noise? Yeah, telling you it's the baby Gugu.
Buddha Gabubish.
The Babu Gabugu.
What he said. Oh. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Yes?
Grab your pistol. We must go down to Chernobyl. I heard
My pistol is not loaded.
Shut up. Get your pistol.
It's filled with kernels. Kernels from the corn.
Oh, okay, well. Grab your, you got hunting knife?
I have a stick that I sharpen. It look cool.
Good enough.
Remind me of Camelot and the King Arthur.
You're screaming real loud. Like monster. Bigger, like moose. Elk. Like elk. Moose yak.
Musiak.
We go hunting. Bubble gobble fish. You hear large fart, you tell me. We come and run. Now let's go. Children, you stay here. Take care of mother's thing. Big
You
thing.
fools, you do not hunt the Babu Yagovich.
Yeah.
It hunts
You got a naysayer. You've never heard large fart before. I can
What is this dissension amongst the ranks? You are sitting here telling bedtime stories?
Wait, are these Russians or Nazis? I
It's
lost
Russians,
track.
but then a Nazi came in. I just really wanted to do that voice.
It's okay, Christoph. Go back to bed.
How about this one? I was like, how comfortable are you with the dark magics of Oxymarus? Not very? Okay, then we shall stick to the dark sciences.
Oh, Vladimir, you did not finish your vodka.
It's Vladimir.
I can't. My stomach is. No, you don't understand. You have to finish the vodka.
Oh. Did you hear that?
No, no, it cannot be.
It's Bagu Gabovish.
Oh my god! I can see the mice in his beard!
Tree trunk beard.
He's tearing my mind!
Quick! Run! Run!
You gotta throw on the machine gun sense here.
God, no! My eyes!
Cut my arm!
It wasn't the story! It wasn't! Their bodies was found the next day. Good night, children.
Here's Oscar
help
with
us.
his final thought. I like to say that, everything that was said here on the Palaver Project was true. Death is hilarious to us. Thomas likes Mexican death more than usual.
That's not.
It's kind of weird. No,
That's not accurate
don't be
at all.
modest.
Don't be coy. Come on.
Just accept it,
That's
Thomas.
terrible.
You have sadistic love of Mexican death. Okay? Moses, his love of orgasmic death. And Michael, just completely scared of death. But me personally, I speak for all of us that we love this episode. We will do a lot more. Episode 2 of Death.
It was great. It was just great. It's the most excellent episode
By
I've ever listened
far
to.
the best episode of Palaver
This
Project
is-
ever.
And you guys, we do it for you guys. Because we love you and we know what you want.
This is like when they do the clip show episode where they just like throw away like an episode just because they have to fill like a slot.
Yeah. Made of 80% reused skits.
We are
It's gonna get a lot of that.
the Palaver Project. We find us on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts.
What a show! What an
Instagram,
episode
Facebook.
coming off the heels of one where I felt like we actually dove into some pretty deep, like thought-provoking themes.
Oh, that was this show. That was this show. It touched you in places that you've never been touched before.
Well, everybody gets a chance to put out their topic.
We got to give
And
an
we
Oscar
explore
one a
it.
season.
Yeah.
And a topic gets put out, and generally somebody, goes, here's some guidelines, here's some stuff to help you out with it. We didn't get any of that this time.
Oh no, we got
But
all
I
of it.
feel, but yeah, as long as we nailed what you wanted to do, like, I'm fine with that. Like, it's cool. I enjoyed it. I actually had fun with this podcast, even if it's not a good one for out there.
You
Like,
pointed at
I had
Michael.
fun. No, I said out there.
Up there in
stop
podcast
pointing at him.
land.
Yeah.
Stop
Listen
pointing
to
at
me.
him.
Yeah, I had fun this episode, even if it's like maybe not that great. Of an
Yeah,
episode.
it was a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I was
I loved
laughing
it.
a lot. I had a good time.
I was drinking a lot too.
I had like 2 beers.
So, Michael, take it away.
Hi guys, I'm Michael. I'm still here.
He's still
You know how
alive.
you can't turn away from a train wreck?
No, it wasn't that bad.
Pretty good.
Well, wait till you get the file. Ladies and gentlemen, for Thomas Rodriguez, Moses Alcastis, Oscar Sandoval, I am Mike Rivera, and we are the Palaver Project. As you were.